I'm going to continue reading a couple of the grievance reports, but I just want to insert this in case there was any doubt that Ravi and Brewery were in any trouble over their job. 19th of October 2016. Dear Ravi, RE investigation meeting. So this is from Chris Green. I've been commissioned to carry out an investigation under our grievance policy into an alleged incident which has been ongoing since July 2016 involving Lucy Letby, so just a couple of months really. I believe that you may be able to provide me with some information regarding this, and therefore I write to request your attendance at an investigative meeting with me on Friday the 11th of November in Martindale House at 4 p.m. Lucy Cementa, HR specialist, will also attend in an advisory capacity, and Penny Weaver will be present as a note taker. Any information that you provide me with will form part of my investigation into this matter and ultimately may be presented in a disciplinary hearing should this be necessary. I would advise you that you are entitled to be accompanied to this meeting by a staff organisation or trade union representative or workplace colleague. Yada yada. So, yeah, he's in trouble. So incidentally, the email about the Eirian ballista was found in Lucy's as part of Lucy's grievance report, so that it was used as evidence in that, which sort of tells you something. So let's read one of these grievance meetings of interest. We shall have this one, 28th of October. Chris Green, the investigating officer, Eirian Powell, and Lucy Cementa, who's the HR specialist. So Eirian Powell's like one of the head of the nursings. Chris, can you tell us how? So it's basically they're basically just interviewing Eirian Powell really, because Lucy Cementa's just there as a part of HR. Chris, can you tell us how events unfolded? Eirian referred to her timeline. Mortality numbers were up. CQC and Embrace, who review mortality and take all factors into account and adjust accordingly. Lucy works full-time and also overtime during busy periods. Lucy switches from days or nights to suit the unit. Lucy is so amendable and flexible, one of my best nurses. Lucy was also a student in the department. She was very quiet but diligent. So not really attention seeking. Her practice is second to none compared to part-timers. Full-time staff working overtime are going to be higher commonality. A thematic review was done by Nim Subhadar from Liverpool Women's Hospital. I met with Lucy and she asked if anything had come from the review. I told her that she was a commonality. Lucy didn't seem concerned as she was full-time plus overtime. Lucy is QIS and ITU trained. If you are allocated to a baby, no other staff should touch the baby without your permission. When incident with babies took place, on one occasion Lucy was walking into work, another Lucy was walking off the unit finishing a shift. Another time Lucy was looking after the sickest baby on the unit, and another baby across the unit desaturated. Lucy, as she's QIS, helped. On another occasion, Lucy was on holiday. So she's basically poo-pooing this idea that she's got anything to do with it. Steve Brewery told Eirian Powell. So Steve Brewery told me that the exec team were concerned that there was a rift between nursing staff and the medical team. Steve Brewery wanted me to sign a letter while at a stakeholder meeting, so refused. So I explained to Steve Brewery that our only issue was the way they were treating Lucy. Believe she is 100% innocent. At an urgent meeting that was called on the 16th of May in the morning regarding the downgrading of the unit, Steve Brewery alluded to Lucy being responsible. I told him not to, as it wasn't his place. Jim McCormack, who's like an oncologist, I think, another one of the consultants, pointed to Eirian Powell and said, "You are harbouring a murderer!" At the meeting where Steve Brewery, Jim McCormack, Julie Fogarty, Sarah Bryan, Usha Rao and possibly Ravi, I can't remember. Steve Cross is ex-police, and he had said that they have no evidence. If they put it together, it would be looked at. Triplets in the unit first started to crash when 12 hours later, second baby started to crash in exactly the same way. When the third baby started to crash, was transferred to another hospital. Ravi was heard by a nurse in outpatients when asked if anything had come from the review to say somebody is causing the... Ravi was heard by a nurse when asked if anything had come from the review to say somebody is causing these deaths on the unit. Nurse is now anxious to return to the unit after Ravi's statement. Eirian Powell escalated to Karen Rees. On the 27th of June, Eirian Powell and Anne Murphy met with Ian Harvey and Alison Kelly to confirm that they agreed with the need for an external review, but did not agree with the consultants' concerns regarding Lucy. Lucy was also mentoring a student when during incidents with triplets. I didn't know that. Because you're good at your job, you get put in a position of looking after the sickest babies. Lucy will question registrars or consultants and will call and say if she wants them to look at the baby now, if she has any concerns. Lucy will datix herself and even close colleagues. I said to Steve Brewery, what if Lucy goes home and kills herself? She has elderly parents. They might die. And he said, I don't care. Another commonality from the assessment was Mel Taylor. I told Steve Brewery this. She wasn't as prominent as Lucy, but still stood out. And his response was, but Mel is nice. Chris, are there any medical professionals who show commonality in this way? Eirian, yes. Dave Harkness. I showed Sue Hodkinson. So in other words, it was only the nurses on this chart. I have checked all clinical competencies, but have had nothing from the medical team. Lucy has also worked in a level 3 unit in Liverpool, who said how good she was. Transport team have commented on Lucy's professionalism, and we stop there. But I have to say, it does get quite frustrating, the number of gaps in this grievance file. I would love to have the other 150 pages.